one of the most richest calcium supplement contained plant in the world. No plant in the world can come near to this plant. So basically it is a rich plant with calcium. In Ayurveda, if you break the bone, if you go to a modern hospital, it will take minimum 3 months to heal. Whereas if you use this kind of thing, within 2 weeks your bone joining will happen. We have certain area in South India, they are specialized in bone breakage. If you go to hospital, which will happen 4 weeks, 5 weeks, within 2 weeks they will heal it. And many people who know that they never go to big hospital, they go to such people. And the chain plant is the most important thing you can follow.
Like some of that, Roger. Follow him. Follow like some of that. I still can't remember to bang my head. Happy. Sorry.
Yeah. Can I give it away?
Watch the dog. I think it's the same one.
Everybody can lift this. This is very light and feel the lightness.
I bet. Oh.
This is actually a special medicine which is rich with mercury.
Wow.
You can hand over this.
Wow.
This is one of a specific stone, comes in certain part of Himalaya, which is extremely rich with mercury. That is why it is heavy. If you take this little bit and if you know how to purify that and eat every day, you can climb like 45 degrees, but you feel like you are very
Going
simply
down, yeah.
walking. Especially the people who climb Everest like the Sherpas, it is a typical ingredient in their food which makes them to climb steep peaks. But we know we have a technique to take out the alcohol from, by alchemy, we will take the mercury out of that. So this is all what you see in this table.
Special
are
stones
category
from the
medicines, very strong poisons. If you take any of these things without purification, that will be your last day and you will pass away. So we have 3 ways of treatment in Ayurveda, which is called Devi Chigalsa, the treatment of gods; Manushi Chigalsa, the treatment of human being; Asuri Chigalsa, the treatment of demons, like operation cutting certain parts from you. This belongs to the divine treatment. It is very specific. Like if you go to a very poisonous snake, the poison if you take, you will die. But what makes the poison very important is a poison is potent basically. And if you know the art of removing the poison, then it will be an extremely potentized medicine. And we know the art of removing the poison. Once you remove the poison from the really poisonous things like mercury or these kind of things, it will be very valuable medicine. Like if you are dead for a few minutes before you die, we give a medicine which can make you alive, and you will be able to live few more days, and after few days of course you will die. You know that all medicine cannot go to the brain, like you are going to have a brain breakage, like a paralysis. You will have to take a medicine and it has to work in the golden hour. If you don't take, you will have a rupture in your blood vessel. Whereas if you eat some medicine, it has to go to your stomach. From the stomach with the blood, it has to go to the brain. When it will be late. Because unless something doesn't reach the brain within 20-30 minutes, it is not going to be useful. So anything you eat basically will take 2 hours to digest and send through the blood circulation to reach the target. Mercury in the world of medicine, he is the king of the medicine. Only mercury has the capacity to go beyond the breaking capacity of the blood-brain barrier, which is a big break on certain things onto the brain. Only mercury, like in the pressure checking meter, you can pump the bladder, you can see the mercury is going up like that. Mercury is the king of the medicine, which only has the capacity to reach the target within few seconds, much faster than injection. So if you take an injection, it will take minimum 2 minutes. If you take mercury, enough, it will go. But if you don't know how to purify that, and if you take, finish.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
And this is all different kinds of herbal powder, powdered foam. This is a medicine we grind it. We are, the moment you go, we will go back to the work. We make oil. For that we need different kinds of leaf and different things. This is all different kinds of herb.
This is amazing, hey?
My goodness, order. There's order in. There's order in.
This is his order. He knows everything.
You know everything?
Sure, you should know.
It's like the pharmacy.
If you get sick, you're gonna know.
This is actually, we have 3 great fruits in Ayurveda, and among the 3 great fruit, this is a very rare fruit you can eat. Once you eat, you will make a sound like it will just clean, start to drill through your throat and make your body alkaline rich. This will push out the extreme acid richness in your body, the acidosis will go away. This is known as Haridagi in Sanskrit. This is known as Terminalia cebula in English language, which is one of the most richest fruit in the world with richness, with the extreme alkaline property. No fruit can come near to it.
And that's what you want. You want to change your body to
That's
alkaline.
it. We want to make your body more alkaline rich rather than acid rich.
Yeah.
And we have the machineries to powder, something to cut, something to powder, like these are the machinery sides. And you can come to the other side. Because you have only 30 minutes, so I make a small marathon. In Hindi, it is chikku. In Hindi.
Yeah, it's a
Sapota. You can follow me.
Come on, you guys, follow.
We have a way of making medicine by we will burn this plant. When you burn this plant, you get the ash. And the ash we continuously fry for maybe 36-42 hours. And when you continuously fry it, the ashness will turn into a little bit white color. And some specific plants have metal inside them. Some specific plant has a very rich salt inside. This plant has a very rich salt. And we take a salt by burning, frying, then we mix with water and we get some water and we keep that water in the sun. In the end, you get the essence of this in the salt form. For example, you may have some problem, you may have to take this much, which will make you too much. This much eating will be very difficult. Once you burn, you get like a pepper size, it will heat. So this is a kind of technique we use, and specific trees has strong metals, and this is called sattva, the essence in the salt form. This is all different kinds of roots you are seeing in the dried form.
Where do you find all these?
We have people, because we are in the field, some are suppliers, some are the people who collect.
Yeah,
Like
that's so cool.
we have a medicine making small unit that side, then we just go and come back.
Follow him.
I like
I know, it's more than you think.
I like the idea that you're born in a land that can generate everything you need. Oh, gee, just a,
You got your cell phone? You didn't mean to leave it, did you? Yeah. I was wondering, I said, I looked at it and said, oh my goodness. We lost the telephone.
Power bank.
Huh?
Power bank.
It is a very famous brain booster. If you eat this or drink its juice, you will have a brain like Einstein. So be careful. If you take too much, you will become Einstein. You can eat it, but you should watch maybe somebody how urinated last night. I don't know.
After eating only you are telling.
No, I don't know actually. But actually, urine is also a good thing. It is not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Using urine is also a very big field in our health. This is our medicine cooking area. We use firewood. So different kinds of things we make. This is wild almond. It will be bitter. If you take the seed and you will take the oil and put for different purposes. This is the seed.
Wild almonds.
Wild almond.
I like the flesh around it.
Seed inside.
The almond seed
Ah,
But outside, it's
Ah.
fleshy,
that is right.
right? It's a mauve in color.
Yeah, it is a little bit reddish in color also.
Has a flower.
So if you eat,
Then go.
you can go away.
Did he? Yeah.
High blood pressure, according to the science of Ayurveda, this comes from the family of Pitta. Pitta means heat, that which makes you tap. Tap means heat. So, first of all, there are 6 tastes in Ayurveda. Among the 6 tastes, 2 tastes like salt and spicy is not at all good for such people. Tastes like sweet, astringent will be beneficial for them. 5 hibiscus buds, grind with little water, taking 2 or 3 times will reduce the BP. There is one herb in Sanskrit, this is known as gokshura, and the second one is cardamom. Gokshura and cardamom, you powder it. Take 3 gram powder, mix with some water, take 3 times, will heal the blood pressure. Banana leaf skin. Banana leaf is coming and its skin is going on. If you take the juice of the skin, 70 ml drinking 3 times will reduce the BP. Watermelon is a good agent to reduce BP. Like that we have many herbs we can say.
Okay, I don't want to monopolize. Other people have questions.
Okay.
No, that's beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
I was thinking about Rod's cracked rib. What would you recommend for someone who has a cracked rib?
The chain plant, the bone sealing.
Like I already mentioned that we have very effective medicine for breakage of bones.
Yeah.
What we do, we will give some medicines inside. Like I said that for joining the bones, if you go to any medication, it will take 3 weeks. We have something, if you come within 2 weeks, it will be completely healed. We are using that oil for thousands of years. Now modern medicine made a research on our medication and they found that we are basically using a tree. You all might be familiar with the Buddha tree. Sanskrit, this is known as Ashwatha tree. Buddha tree is a tree in papal tree in English, where Buddha attained his Mahapari Nirvana, the enlightenment under this tree. And this tree's skin is basically we used to make a oil. And the modern medicine recently found that to heal, you need some calcium ossification speeding up as well as some kind of body fluid called the white blood cells, lymph fluid, which is also want to nourish and repair the body. And there is a typical chemical inside this skin of the maple tree. If you take that, it will speed it up. We don't know the technical things because we don't believe in the modern way. The modern way is going in the biochemistry way. For an example, here 5 people are sitting. If 5 people drink 1 glass milk, the modern medicine say they will get this much calorie. But you know your friend is a little fatty. If a fatty person drink that, they will have poor digestion. And a lean person like she will have better digestion. So 5 people are drinking the milk. She will have little dyspepsia. She will have some goodness. They may have uncomfortness, different things. So in the laboratory, they don't look the person. Laboratory, they just want name. What is your headache? That is enough. For us, headache is a different thing. A woman was coming to me with a headache. They went to almost all famous doctors. In the end, she heard that one Swami is here who is an Ayurvedic doctor. They came to me. And she gave the list of the doctors she visited, the biggest doctors in the country she has visited. I was so afraid. All the great people came and I am such a small guy is going to look this. So I have lost all the confidence. I started to ask her something that what you are doing. She said I had a post graduation like this and this, and she is a housewife. I asked what time your headache starts. 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. My headache starts morning 9:15 and it around 10 o'clock it stops. And 6:30 it starts again. I ask what time your husband leave the home? 10 o'clock. What time he come back? 6:50. So your headache is your husband. So you are taking a medicine where no medication is in. I call the headache, my darling husband, come here. You are the headache for the wife. You have to take care of your wife.
You tell him?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. A wife, some wives always like some honey words, darling, something. Some wives, we call they are audio type. They like to hear some sweet words from the husband, but many of the husbands are fools. They are very micy to use the sweet words. They say, like that they will say. But some women don't want such things. They like to see the town, they like the jewelry shop, they like the clothing shop. So we say they are video type, want to see. So a man who talk with a video type in an audio way, he is not going to satisfy. So I said that your wife like to go to jewelry, clothing shop, mall, at least once in a while you take her, and he said, now itself I take. And next day she said, my headache is gone. So when somebody is coming to us with headache, we will see that what makes them headache. So in Ayurveda, we never teach the disease, we never treat the disease, we treat the person. And we believe that God is not a fool. He make everybody extremely unique. And the uniqueness you will have to respect and find it out. And if you find that uniqueness through the diagnosing technique, we call Ashtasthana Parikshanam, 8 different modes of diagnosing, you will be able to find it out. So we have 5 modes of treatment. Daiva Vyabhashraya Chikalsa, treatment related with God. Tadarthakari Chikalsa, it is a kind of homeopathy what Hanuman did. Same thing will be healed with sin. And a treatment related with your mind. Sattvavajaya Chikalsa. Hetu Viparita Chikalsa, Vyadhi Viparita Chikalsa. Vyadhi Viparita Chikalsa means she has headache, I take some painkiller apply, the headache goes temporarily. Because the headache may be due to indigestion, may be due to constipation, may be due to too much thinking, different reason. Unless I don't heal the root cause, I am not going to heal the problem. So, Ayurveda say, the proper Ayurvedic treatment is Hetu Viparita Chikalsa. Hetu means the root cause. So, unless you don't touch the root cause, you are not going to heal them, you are just managing. So, if you have asthma in modern medicine, you go, you take a puff, your asthma is gone. But evening again you have to take a puff. So, it is a kind of management, they are not going to heal you. But if you come to us, we will see that the problem and we will touch the root cause. So, the modern medicine is very good in managing the disease. Like once you become a heart patient, If you ask doctor, how long I have to take the medicine, the doctor will till the last breath. So if you ask the same question to us, we will say the medication not going to heal you. You will have to see in which atmosphere you are living. Are you living in hell or heaven? Are you living in a very bad atmosphere? Are you working in a bad atmosphere? So according to Ayurveda, your body is made out of your soul, your senses, and the doshas, the dhatu, like 6 things make your body. And if you don't touch your soul, if you don't touch your senses, you actually miss. So if you ask an Ayurvedic doctor, where is the mind? Mind is bigger than the body. People think mind is inside the brain. No, your body is inside the mind. So unless you don't touch the mind, if you just touch the body, you don't touch the person. So Ayurveda, we say, that means at least 30,000 years before, we found that unless you don't touch the soul, the mind, you are not going to heal it. So that is why the science of Ayurveda, 30,000 years before, we said man is psycho and soma. But yesterday's rain, only a plant came in modern medicine like psycho and somatic weight came only yesterday in the 20th century. Up to that, they don't want to believe that where is your mind? Can you show it? When you do the postmortem, nobody can see the mind. So they want to believe everything by seeing, touching, measuring. But there are many things which you cannot see, which you cannot measure, but you will have to feel it. So Ayurveda is going in the other way, where we think each person is unique. Modern medicine doesn't matter, it is a kind of hat selling shop. A big head comes, small head comes, they have only one hat. We are the hat shop, millions of size hats are there. Some big head come, big hat. A small head come, small hat come. Whatever may be the size, we have unlimited amount of hats with different size. So we believe that a doctor should have unlimited amount of shoes fitting with different kinds of size. And your shoes will be different. So your headache will be different. So in Ayurveda, we are actually treating the person rather than the disease. So if you have some quick questions, I can answer because... Yeah.
What do you think about the coronavirus in the world? It's a big problem.
If the boss agrees, I will speak. The boss is already said your time is over.
No. I'm happy here.
I don't want to leave.
Neither do I.
When the British came to India, they have ruled India more than 200 years. And there was a big disaster in the state called Bengal. The heart of Bengal is Calcutta. British people will say Kulkutta. Calcutta is in our way. And in Calcutta was suffering from plague. And British believed all the modern people who are thinking in the logical way. They want proof everything. They want to touch and measure everything. They say the Indians are Stone Age people who worship animals like dog, monkeys. They are Stone Age text like that. So they believe that we are not scientific people, we are poor guys. So they, during the plague, some people used to go to the house and they were doing something, and the British people realized that people who undergo this primitive treatment, they get practically no disease, or if at all it happens, it is very small. And they were started to inquire about that, and they found that they were collecting some kind of pus from the cows who died with plague, and they go with a cotton and collect the pus and dry it in the sun and keep it in an air container, and when the disease comes, they put this cotton in water and they take a needle. Sorry?
It's the vaccine.
It is, yes, it is a ancient model of pastoral. So that is one thing. You know that recently one of the worst virus is called terminal virus, where the dogs became mad. So once the dogs bite somebody, and when the rabies reaches the brain, modern medicine till today they have no tools. they will put them in the cell, allow them to die. If you go with the water, just seeing the water, they will have water phobia. This is the way they find that rabies. We have a medicinal man who was saying that I can heal it. He healed a man. He brought the man in front of the press media. And the doctors also invited, and this man, they tested. They said he don't have rabies. And the man is saying, I have treated the rabies. The doctor says that, do you have learned about bacteriology? No. Do you know anything about virology? No. The man who say an ordinary Ayurvedic practitioner who don't know anything bacteriology, virology, how do you know to treat this? And how we speak with this man, because he is a fool, don't know anything about bacteria and virus, and he say it is right. It is not right. Once the poison goes to the brain, there is no way. The man said, sir, I don't know anything about bacteria, virology, but I know how to heal it. Then the press people said, you say he is a fool. Okay. But you put them in cell and you put the paper that there is no medicine, and he took him from the jail and give the medicine and healed. How it happened? The doctor said there can be some micro error in the testing reports, and it is a microscopic error. It can happen. Sometimes a nun go to some urine infection, and the lab assistant said, you happy news, you are pregnant. I am a nun. I don't know, your urine says it is you are pregnant. The nun says, I never touch a man. No, the Mariam, the wife of mother of Jesus, also never touched. So it can happen, you are a nun. He said, don't say such things to me, because she gave the urine, the assistant just twisted that. A pregnant lady's urine came, so we all go for test, and it can happen. They say it is a microscopic error. The man said, you give 10 people, I am ready to heal. The doctor said, you are a fool, you have no education, nothing. Whatever you are saying is foolishness. Whatever you are going to say is also going to be absurd. Don't talk, get out. This man never left it. He keep on fight. Last year, he got international patent for this. If anybody in your knowledge come with this kind of virus, the man is there with international patent with medicine. The first British people, when they come to India, they were hit by one man called Tipu Sultan. He was using different kinds of bombs like that in a typical way, which was used by the temple mosque for firework. And British people were worried about this kind of things. And this man's army caught 2 spies of the British people and chopped the nose. And British people said that, can you repair something, because you are saying you have Ayurveda operation, different things. And this is the first incident in the history of medicine, first plastic surgery recorded in the history. So we have many medicine for against virus, many medicine. And for an example, if a snakes enter in this house, poisonous snakes, we have a smoke. If you take the smoke, it will go. Another man was a very famous man who did the eye operation, which nobody can dream. He was a Indian doctor, Ayurvedic doctor, who made operation for cataract. His record is, we cannot think how many zeros are there. He was a devotee of Satya Sai Baba. He going by bus to different people and doing operation in the buses without a single failure. If you go to a modern medicine operation theatre, and all the doctors will have a heart attack if they come to know big bug entered into their operation theatre. And if big bug entered into your operation theatre, the only remedy is close the operation theatre, run away from there as much as fast you can. Nothing you can do. But we have good methods. We have typical kind of smoke. We have a famous man in Karnataka who is doing operation according to Ayurveda. We put some smoke. And if you put the smoke, all these kind of bacteria will go away. When Jesus was born, some good doctors from here went to Jesus and they presented certain things which is very valuable to kill the bacteria. So if you ask bacteria and virus, we have many things, but we believe that it is better not to treat the disease after you getting disease. It is better, prevention is better than the cure. So we have many methods to prevent different kinds of diseases, but if you get something, we have a kind of smoke. If you take a bath in the smoke, you can go to any virus, the virus will run away, like the devil is seeing the goat, or the darkness is seeing the light. That much fast they will go away. We have many medicines which is very subtle. If a disease comes to certain area like this, we have some people, they come with a drum, they keep on drumming and singing. This drum is pasted with some medicine, and when they drum, a kind of vibration along with the medicine will come. So he is bringing some antibacterial things to your, this is a tradition of us. There are certain people who know that how to do that. So certain area, the court king will put some flags. The flags are put it in some medicated water, and when the air touching the flag, the people will get good air and the vaccine. Like that we have many forms of to fight against virus and different things. And we are the only country who can challenge that. But the thing is, a man died in the accident. He was put it in a post-mortem room, and the relatives don't know who he is, and the doctors were waiting, and the relatives came, and the doctor said, here is the dead body, your brother. They went to the dead body keeping, took the dead body said, good evening, I am not died. Idiot, don't talk. The doctor who studied 9 years say you die, you never went to school, fool. You are a knowledge man. Shut up. Dead body. And we all believe the so-called high certificate people, and we trust that these medicines. So we say there is an ill behind a pill, but there is no pill for every ill. But if you take some pill, we can say sure some ill is waiting for. If you go to some modern medicine, some sneezing, they will give a pill, your sneezing will stop, you will have a throat pain. You go for a throat pain, they stop the throat pain, then you will have a itching. You go for a medicine, they give some medicine for itching, then you will have some kidney trouble or urination. So it is like that, you come to us, we give something, but you get something. You know, one of the most intelligent man, Hahnemann, he gave the name to modern medicine as allopathy. It is a nickname given by Hahnemann. It means another disease. You go with a cold, the cold goes, you get fever. You go with fever, the fever stops, you get a cough. So Hahnemann say, you go to a modern medicine, this is allopathy, another disease. So because they are not seeing the cause of the problem. So if you ask, we have many amazing herbs which can make you anti-infectionary. Like you may be knowing, one of the richest antioxidant herb in the world belongs to the Korea, like Korean ginseng. Like that we have many medicine like that.
Thank you.
There are many incidents about the bacteria, but limitation of the time I am not taking it. So if any question is there, I will finish, otherwise I will hand over the mic to the leader.
Okay, leader.
So thank you for all of you to come and spend some time with us.
Okay. So people here are from Canada, from the United States, from Germany, from Switzerland, and from Guatemala.
Guatemala.
Close to Mexico. And they will say thank you. And I will say thank you. But I wanted to say thank you in my Mayan language because I feel the connection about your gifts and the ancestors of our Mayan.
So don't break our wood pieces, mind our tree wood, don't mind yourself.
You have people coming to you here for treatment.
We have, yes. Today we didn't allow because of you people, we were cooking. High